I am changing out our character, and we had been working on Billy, I don't know for how long, but I am switching this out. Well, I just switched it out, and I will show you the new character we're working on. And we have gone through developing these skills. Some of them we went back to. I try to reinforce them constantly, but sometimes they come back up. You know, if I see some issues, I will go back and I will remind them, hey, this is what we are focusing on. But I shared this Joyful Hearts character in an entire vlog. I don't know, if you search my name and search that, you'll find it. So, what did I put on the board? Content, yes. I'm talking about being content. And I think I just, there it is. I see my pencil where I marked it. So we're going to go into 1 Timothy 6 through 10, Hebrews 13 through 5, Exodus 20 through 17, and Luke 12 through 15. And we've been talking about this a lot lately, and I figured let me go ahead and switch it out.
Can I use this?
Yes. And so we get a couple of Bible stories. And exactly, this is exactly where this lines up where we are in our actual Bible, in our Old Testament lessons. So perfect, win-win. And there's a little tune, and I will show you what goes along with this. Print out, and you can do the black and white if you want them to color it and stick it in something, you know. There's that. We have so many other activities and things that we're not coloring anymore. Some things we do color and things like that, but we have a lot of other things, and sometimes it's not that sheet, it's something else. But you know, this is pretty much all inclusive, which is why I shared it. It's a good way to go if you're learning character training, even though it's you know, I think she started this with her little ones. This is great for any age. It's great for any age. You can always find other, you know, activities for them to do to go along with it besides the coloring. But you know, it's pretty much, it's the Bible, so you can't go wrong age-wise. The songs are just, you know, geared for the little children so that it gets them in the habit and things like that of learning these habits and characters. But yeah, so let me show you what I did. So, and that's pretty much what I do. Just stick them up here loosely, and this is the it's sung to the tune of This Old Man. And so it's up here, and it'll stay up here for, you know, I don't know, a good while. Probably about 6 weeks. And I will change it out. That is what we do. And, you know, they really do take the time because they're up here at the board all the time. So I kind of keep, it's like a little command station up here. If I need to move it for any reason, I move it, you know, and but they're used to looking up here, so they know, you know, this is a spot to look if they need reminded, or if they need to remind somebody of what it means, or they need to go to the Bible, because they know, they have been trained now to constantly read the scripture that goes along with the character. Example here is self-control. This has nothing to do with this, but a brick wall, hitting a brick wall. That is how I presented it to them. It's like, you know, hitting a brick wall when you have no self-control. This is a sheet that actually goes along with it. yeah, so really works. It is Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. I'm in here going through our week and just trying to see what I want to get through today and the rest of the week, and see what we need to finish up. There are things, because we kind of work on a loop, there are some things that we need to work on and they take a little bit longer, but for the most part everything is, you know, it runs pretty smoothly. So just trying to check Tuesday. I haven't done anything down here. I don't know if we'll get to science today. And my main focus pretty much every day is math, reading, Bible, and language arts. And so there are a variety of different things that we do around language arts. You see, I have grammar, language arts broken up, spelling, narration. All of those things involve reading, grammar, and spelling. So even if we don't do all of them every day, they all work together. So I'm pretty much worried about that. Let's see, we got some geography we need to do. Where are we? Galloping. We need some things done in the notebook, some things that they need to put in their notebooks. And poetry, we need to go over a poem again. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else. Let's see, character training. And we are in the Old Testament today. And Bible. So a couple of kids have already started, and that gives you know, a little head start on things. I let them work as they want to, and that way we can either start with the group work or we can start with the individual. It just depends. But man, this is what it's looking like. And so usually are scheduled later in the week, and because our history really goes along with our geography, we're going to get the history in the geography, which is why we're already on Tuesday and there's nothing there, because we've already had something. So I don't really stress it. Science and nature also go together, so it's a either or thing. Either I'm going from the actual text or they're working on something in their journals, and they're pretty much doing that on their own. It's self-led, so I don't have to fuss with that. They have their own, the nature readers, so they're doing that on their own. So I'll just go ahead and do that, and that marks that. But this is how I'm doing things, and simple. I'm going to come in and explain this, but it's all my design and very simple. I'm not having to write any pages. Kind of a check sheet, but not. I don't like to check off boxes. That's not the goal for this, but that's kind of the way I set it up. But I'll explain it another time. Yeah. So all you see are really initials. Nobody would understand this. It's personalized, but it's really simple to do. So there we go. There. Kind of give you an overview of what that looks like. And this is I set it up to, I actually have a couple different formats. It's kind of the same thing, but different sources, So because I only use a couple of different things now, it's so much easier just to go ahead and put that in there and not have to worry about. So I take the one I need. If we work through whatever source I'm using, we're done with it. You know, I can use another sheet. But this works for everybody, all the kids. And the only thing I did not add is composer study, because it's kind of a pick and choose, and once we pick the one they pretty much know, I pretty much know. And then art, it's whatever I choose, and there are only a couple sources for both of these. The lessons are obvious, they're instrument lessons, and you know, same, you know, with the art lessons, it's just whatever I choose, and then they have free art, so it's not anything complicated. What I usually do is just write in the composer and write in the artist, and you know, let it go, and we'll stay on that particular composer and artist for weeks. So it's not like it's something that's changing every day. So, but that's just a reminder, and when I go in and explain to you all, you'll see, you know, if you want to do something like this, this is how, pretty much how you should set it up. Include everything you're doing. That way you won't leave anything out, you won't miss anything. So this is a lot of things, but again, we don't work through all of this every day, but this is pretty much our path. This is our entire course of study. So, you know, a couple of these things, there are a lot of things that we do within that, and you know, like in the poetry, the oration comes out. I don't have that written, but that is part of it. The narration, there's art in that. The copy work, there's art in that. I don't have to write that down because they know that. I know that.